everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome to another fabulous, wonderful sunny day out here on the homestead. I just drove the tractor over to what we're calling, what are we calling it, Mulch Mountain?
I guess it's more like 2 1/4 mountains.
So today is going to be the first day we start working on our brand new garden, the new garden that'll be our forever garden, pretty much, here on our homestead.
It's very exciting. It's one of those things that, I don't know, it's like right after Christmas, you kind of start thinking, what kind of seeds do I need to get? What do I want to grow in my garden this year? So we've been thinking on it a couple of months and excited to get it started.
Oh yeah, I've been kind of thinking, oh my gosh, groceries are expensive. Why are we buying that? We should grow it. I don't go in the grocery store a whole lot. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe your cathartic trip.
It is.
It's freedom away from the family. But when I do go, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. We don't need food. Well, I guess I kind of do.
We do.
All right, well, our plan of attack is, with all of these bags of mulch, we are going to use them to spread over right in front of our greenhouse, right where our new garden is going to be going.
We're going to go ahead and break open the bags and put them in the bucket, and then dump the bucket over there in the garden. That way it keeps all the trash right here, and I don't know, it just works better that way.
Until that one got dried by the sun.
Ew, it's slimy. This is gonna be like not much.
What, 4 bags? This will take a while. Okay, here's the other spot. I know I can fit like 6 to 8 of these in the bucket. What if we take it over, cut it, and in the garden?
Okay.
Okay, we'll do this first one, and then we'll change our tactic. Too much work on your back. Do it this way next. Dump it right here. Whatever's hanging over, just cut it. Let it spill out. Me too.
Oh. Soak it up, honey. Soak it up. You may be wondering why we got bagged mulch instead of having it truck loaded in. Well, it's actually cheaper here to do bagged mulch. Kind of weird, but it's also nice because we can actually put each bag exactly where we want it, and we're not going to have the wasted spot of where it was dumped out at.
Tractor ride for after work done. So here's our purpose and our point of using mulch. We are not going to be doing a back to Eden garden. We're doing raised bed gardens. But what we're going to do with this mulch is it's going to be used to firm up and add substance and substrate to our soil. There's a lot of S alliteration going on there. Basically, our soil is like pure clay. When it rains and you got any kind of water sitting on it, you sink. And that's terrible for a garden. It doesn't make anybody want to get out there in it. So what we're thinking is we'll use some natural, pure hardwood mulch. We will lay it down, we'll pack it in really tight, and that'll give us a good base that we can level, but also give substantial structure and support so that we can walk on it, drive the tractor on it, whether it is muddy, rainy, sunny, or whatever. We are not going to be putting down any kind of weed barrier because we want this to eventually break down and enrich the soil. We're not trying to stop any grass or weeds. We have no problem mowing and trimming, weed eating all around our garden beds. That's okay. We're not trying to create a pure English style garden where we completely segregate nature from this area. We are just trying to give ourselves a nice firm base so that our raised beds don't sink, get wumpy, or we get stuck in the mud. there we go. That was, I can't say it's fun, but it is nice and fun to have this progress started. So what you see here, while it looks pretty large, and it is very large, is probably only half the size of our garden. We're gonna do this same exact size right beside it, heading uphill a little bit. Yep, more mulch to do, more mulch to lay down, and hopefully we're gonna have enough. If we don't, that's fine. We can get bagged mulch pretty easily. May not get like the triple pallet mega load. We may just take my truck and load it up and do it at that point. We'll see. We gotta give this stuff time to rest now. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so that's fine. It'll sit. We definitely are not gonna put the tractor on any of this tomorrow. So it may be a couple of days until we move on to the next mulch section. But for now, for today, that was a pretty big accomplishment. By far the easiest way we found to do this was to put the bags in the bucket of the tractor, drive it over, and then using my knife, cut as many of the bags on the end as we could. At that point, it was just a matter of dump, 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 back the tractor up, dump, 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 and so forth and so forth. As you saw, Elijah's getting pretty good at driving the tractor. This is the perfect kind of scenario for him to build some skills and to get comfortable with it. You know, as comfortable as I want to let him do stuff with it. But either way, it was great to have him here to help me and move the tractor so I didn't have to go back and forth between the two as I dumped the bags. Angela did as much as she could before she kind of overdid it with her back, and she's in the house now. Unfortunately, her back's not good. And unlike me with my bad feet, I can just put a pair of work boots on and kind of get through stuff. It's hard to put your back in a pair of boots or something to help you work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't, you know, amazing and magnanimous, but it is the beginning of our garden. It is the beginning of what will be a very, very large garden for us, but hopefully a very successful one too. So if you got any questions or comments, you know what to do. Leave them for us down below. Otherwise, take care, and we'll see you guys next time on the homestead. No pooping in the garden. Yeah, right. Right where our new garden is going to be going. Does that sound dumb?
It kind of did. It sounded weird. The soil here is very much depleted and very much full of, well, just don't move a whole lot.
Shush.
Load up the tractor's bucket and then go dump it instead of transport. Yeah.
Don't sink, get whompy, or we get stuck in the mud. Is whompy a word? I made it a word.